What is iPad 2? What have we learned? What can we improve?
So we were there at the Apple keynote where a seemingly healthier Steve Jobs took to the stage to excitably tell us all about the iPad 2. And after, we managed to squeeze in a bit of hands-on time with it as well. And the first thing you notice is how wonderfully lightweight it is, now coming in at 590 grams and 33% thinner than the first-gen iPad. So it's 8.8mm thin, down from 13.4mm. That makes it thinner than an iPhone 4, and it shows. It may not sound like much on paper, but it makes all the difference when they're side by side, making the original look like a bit of a chubster, but it certainly doesn't feel as robust. And one thing is certain though, your wrists will definitely appreciate the weight loss during a heavy-duty gaming session. You can now set the functionality of the side switch either as a screen orientation lock or a mute button. And it's about time too. Now unfortunately, the audio hasn't been given a tweak, with the iPad 2 sporting the same mono speaker as the original. We were hoping for a higher screen res, but the iPad 2 is identical in both resolution and screen size, but everything still looks crisp, with 9% better graphics thrown in too. So it's thinner, lighter and faster thanks to its dual-core A5 processor, offering the same 10-hour battery life and low power consumption as the original. From our brief hands-on time of it, one thing is clear: the iPad 2 is fast, chomping its way through video games and graphic-heavy apps. Infinity Blade loaded instantly and looks awesome, and with the newly built-in gyroscope, an enhanced and more precise gaming experience is now on the cards. Talking of apps, iMovie, GarageBand and Photo Booth are now all iPad compatible, and all three are as impressive as each other. iMovie and GarageBand moved at the kind of speed you'd expect to see on a desktop, with no lag in sight, so the dual-core processor is clearly doing its work. But it'll be interesting to see how they hold up over a lengthy editing or music-making session. iMovie showed off a slick UI with a rather nifty selection of multi-touch gestures for efficient editing, and GarageBand's touch instruments left us feeling equally impressed, especially as they seem to respond quite accurately to soft and hard taps. And with 8-track recording and mixing, it won't be long before someone's making the first iPad-only album. Now, as suspected, it sports a dual camera setup. The rear cam shoots 720p high-def video, and you can use the front for a bit of FaceTime video calling. Then there's smart covers, a nifty cover that magnetically attaches to the iPad, wakes it up when peeled back and folds around to prop it up. The only caveat, it leaves the back unprotected. So Apple have simply improved a device that's already way ahead of the competition, and while it may be more evolutionary than revolutionary, it's been given the much coveted white paint job. Plus, it packs enough features to cement its position as a key tablet player. But with the smattering of Android 3.0 tablets market bound, it will be interesting to see if it can hold its own. And we'll find out soon enough, as it's out in the UK as of the 25th of March.